it's July 5th, so that basically means that it's Halloween. Like, might as well make July 5th a national holiday. But in all seriousness,
I opened up my social media
today and I saw nothing but like Halloween aesthetic, Halloween posts, just talking about how the fireworks are now finished and now we can just admirably celebrate Halloween going forward. As a millennial, I am not opposed to this at all. We are genuinely the era that grew up with all the spooky kind of content, spooky movies, and it was even like this kind of gothic era, you know, very like indie but gothic kind of clothing. And so I can see why we grew up this way, why we're so fascinated, and why we just celebrate it so hard every single year. And now that I'm thinking about it, we are probably the initiation into the emo scene and like how that even took over. I think we are very like feelsy people, like we just feel so deeply. We love magic, we love creation, we love just like fairy tale magical feels and like innocent spooky, okay? But then there's all kinds of different kind of spookiness. There's like gory, mind manipulation and all that. But it's just interesting. Maybe we're just very psychological in the way where we understand our feelings and we really don't take anything so serious. So like everything is kind of a joke. Everything is so humorous, so whimsical and just funny. I'm probably going too deep with this, but you know, subconsciously we've already started Halloween. So in our garden we have tons of pumpkins already growing. Like, I need to show you, okay? We have a big pumpkin growing already in the front of our house, and we've been reading like all the Goosebumps series to our son. I feel like we've already started Summerween, we've already started Halloween. The funny part is that we never really start Halloween until August. I feel like once August hits, that's when I really start to feel the fall season. I start to take the decorations out because, or I subtly take the decorations out because I want that feel to last longer, and it goes by so fast. So I understand why people are wanting to celebrate Halloween even in July. Like, can you believe, I don't know, every year I feel like Halloween is pushed closer and closer. Like, people just want to celebrate and feel like this magical feeling of fall. And so it makes me laugh, you know, when I click on social media and just seeing all these videos about it, because I understand you. I feel like I'm having a Pamela Anderson moment, and I don't mean like risque from back in her day, like I mean right now. So very minimal makeup, just a dash of blush and maybe a bold lip, because I have seen her do that. But I don't know, something about emphasizing just minimal makeup right now. For some reason, I feel a lot more youthful, and sometimes when I wear makeup, I just feel like it doesn't do me well. Like it makes me feel like I'm aging more. So I'm like feeling the beauty of minimalism when it comes to my face for whatever reason. But don't get me wrong, I do love makeup. I love just going all out. But right now, I'm really feeling like minimal, and I feel beautiful with just wearing a bold lip. Like, I just feel like it's a statement. And I feel very Parisian, where, again, very minimal, very dainty, but very like bold. Let's make a statement. So I am feeling that. However, in my fashion, I naturally love to go kind of out there. Like, my clothing is typically more colorful. Right now I'm wearing black, and this is so rare. Like, I actually don't wear a lot of black, but I have a little belt that I'm pairing my dress with. I don't know if you can see that. And I plan to wear maybe like out of, I don't know, maybe some colorful like sandals or something, because I want to keep it minimal. We're gonna go out to downtown right now, go catch some live music. My partner's playing some music right now. So even though I want, you know, to make a statement and like wear fun clothing pieces, I also want to be casual in a way too. So I think that's where I'm at right now. You know, I'm really wanting to feel minimal yet bold. And I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. Yeah, how are you guys feeling? What's your fashion like right now? How do you feel for summer? I don't know. I feel like throughout all the seasons, like I have to wear some sort of color, and I have to wear things that like typically stand out. And color just makes me happy. I feel like I'm a whole new person when I wear something that's bright and beautiful. So yeah, right now this is dark for me. Again, maybe it's the whole July 5th Summerween Halloween vibe, who knows, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And to now get deep with it, how have we been feeling? Because I'm always mentally checking in with myself. I'm asking myself these deep questions of like, you know, how am I feeling? Why am I feeling this way? Am I where I want to be? I'm just very much a girl that taps into these depths of myself, like these different versions of myself. And I don't know if it's the healthiest, but it does help me. And I feel like I need to continuously just keep asking myself and checking in with myself. And sometimes it could be a little too much. And so I'm like, okay, how about let's not think about anything and just get outside. And I actually created a video about this just recently. Right now I posted a video about, you know, the art of pause. So like pausing in your life and really getting out there and appreciating like the presence of your life. And you know, it helps me, it really does, when I could just get outside and not think about anything but this pure moment that I'm experiencing. I swear I feel like a new person. But lately I've been feeling very creative, very just poetic, where I just want to write my feelings down, and I want to write stories and get creative, and not necessarily like writing like a story book, but like getting into my poetic fill of like expression, focusing on detail, you know, focusing on, again, when it comes to my feelings, like where are these emotions stemming from, and just getting down to detail, you know? I've been feeling very detailed, very creative, but very in the moment lately. And this goes hand in hand with my garden, because you guys know that I love to garden, and it's my therapy. And don't get me wrong, my gardening is not perfect, okay? There are so many different areas that I need to work on when it comes to my home, you know, just like my whole life experience. There's always something to work on, and I realize that. But when we're able to take the time to just work on little things here and there, or just take 20 minutes out of your day to focus on something that you enjoy, it just does so much for the soul. Like I just feel so good. So yes, with all of that being said, I am so ready to get outside right now, go see life, go people watch, go check out some shops and walk around with my son, just coexisting together. Because obviously if you're a mom, you know that you're coexisting with your family and you're trying to do things that you both can kind of like resonate with or connect with. And so for me, I found the importance of like, you know what, let's go for a walk, let's go check out some shops, let's go get a little snack, and then let's go watch some music and calm down and connect with just the things around us, you know? I'm gonna show you guys around. I'm gonna show you some little just some little shots of my day. Maybe we'll see if there's any like Halloween decor or any Halloween inspo today for July 5th. Let's just see like what's out in the world. Like, is it giving Summerween? Is the Halloween vibe out yet? I know at major stores you'll see like Halloween decor at like Hobby Lobby, TJ Maxx, Target, and all those things, but like I'm talking on a daily life kind of scenario, you know, like what's downtown? What do they have at the shops? Like what's going on? All right, I'll see you guys soon. I got hot out of nowhere right now, but I have my hair up in a claw clip. I plan to wear it down the rest of the night. But right here, I don't know if you can tell, I have this beautiful necklace on right now, and it was gifted down to me from my Nana. She's no longer here on this earth, but I still rock you know, a lot of the pieces that she once wore, and she was very much a statement girly and wore like really just bold things, like I'm saying. So I probably get it from her. But I'm wearing this really cute necklace, and I think it really just, it makes a statement, you know. It brings out the outfit a little bit more color. And then I have like this big yoga bag to kind of bring it, like, to casual it down, but also it's so colorful, it's so bright that it's just fun. It's just fun. So this is how it looks. It's, you know, she's just lined up with all of her chakras. And I actually used to wear this bag a lot. Like, it was my yoga bag, so I had my yoga mat in it. I had yoga blocks and just all those things. And so there was a time where I rocked this all the time, and I'm like, you know what? I think it's time to bring this out, you know? So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so don't mind the messy mirror, just like the situation, but this is kind of how the outfit looks. It's pleated in the middle with a belt to kind of cinch the waist. I'm planning to wear like chanclas, some sandals. There's the bag. I feel like this just doesn't do any justice, but like we're gonna see what we get out of this. In the back, you can kind of see my bed. I have pumpkins already on the bedding.
Deep in the heart where the tall trees rise, a secret realm beneath the skies. The moss, it whispers the broken hearts. A woodland song where magic drums. Oh, the leaves they dance, the branches sway through the night and the break of day. Our woodland home where dreams take flight, a sacred haven bathed in light. The mushrooms glow in a silver ring. The forest
Hi, so it's been a couple of days now, and I'm feeling really inspired and motivated to just keep up with the garden. And if you have a garden, you know that it takes a lot of maintenance and a lot of care and nourishment. Just like us humans, you know, like we're the same. We need a lot of love and care, time. I'm a big believer with like cleaning our outdoor space along with indoor, and trying to have a clean space in general. It goes hand in hand with feng shui. So if you ever like dived into feng shui, you know that your physical presentation mimics your inner presentation as well. How you clean your space, right? How your space is, that's basically how our mind is as well. So if you have a lot of busyness going on, a lot of mess around the home, you're bound to feel like that internally as well. So I take that
and I do believe that, because when I have a messy space, I really don't feel balanced. Like I feel like I'm all over the place. I'm always kind of fighting an internal battle. So I always try my best to keep our space clean, but that goes hand in hand with our garden as well. And if you're a gardener, you know it's a lot of work. There's a lot of goodness that comes out of it as well. So, you know, there are days where I just sit down in my backyard in our garden and I feel so much peace. And mainly that's because we've upkept it. We've done a lot to our space. And so I'm really trying to just cultivate like a sanctuary in my backyard. My grass is terrible right now, but we're also in the season of summer, so it can get really hot and water is really expensive here. So, you know, we try our best, but we love growing things, and I really need to clean out some weeds that have just been growing. But I want to show you our pumpkins and what we have going on. We've been growing pumpkins for a couple of years now, and what I'm realizing is that pumpkins are very invasive. Yeah, they will take over your yard, your whole entire space throughout the seasons, your whole entire space throughout the year, I should say. And so every year we randomly have pumpkins growing, and they've come a lot sooner this year. So I want to show you like the pumpkins that we've already grown naturally, like they just have a mind of their own. So I want to show you some pumpkins that we have already and pumpkins that are finishing up now. So let's get into it. Let me show you what we got. So this pumpkin here, it decided to grow in our backyard out of nowhere, and it was already time to harvest, but it's really cute. This is a sugar pumpkin, and this pumpkin is perfect for baking because they're sweeter than bigger pumpkins. So if you're going to be baking, just know that you want to go with sugar pumpkins, the more smaller pumpkin. And yeah, this one grew, so I'm really excited to like have this as decor for now. Okay, so this space is a hot mess, but this pumpkin actually cross-pollinated with a squash. But as you can see, it's turning orange. So this is definitely crossed with a pumpkin, right? And you'll see like a bunch of dirt and things on it right now, but it's growing perfectly, and it's growing like a squash as well. So it's gonna be an interesting one. We have another pumpkin growing here. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah, and it's been definitely, they'll naturally just grow. You don't really need too much attention. But when you overwater, sometimes you'll get powdery mildew like this, which is not good. But it happens, and there's no perfection in a garden. But you'll see here that, look at this pumpkin. It just looks so cute. This is definitely a sugar pumpkin cross-pollinated with some sort of squash or zucchini. And I'm really excited to see how this will taste. But for now, we have pumpkins, and we'll keep them as decor. We had this pumpkin growing, but I decided to just get rid of the pumpkins growing on this side because they were not growing healthy. We'll see if this fully turns orange. It's really cute. It was doing its thing, but like I said, it just wasn't really a healthy plant, and it's something to we have to work with our soil. That's definitely the main factor here. This pumpkin grew on its own, and it's a beautiful pumpkin. Look how big it is. I don't know if you can see that. It looks a lot bigger in person, but we'll see what we do with this pumpkin. I just really loved that it grew on its own. And I do want to show off a little bit, but this year we grew some fairy mix. And as you can see, we have plenty of California poppies, which are seriously so stunning for the garden. And you'll find these flowers in the front of our home. So in this bed, we're growing cucumbers, some tomatoes that are growing so fast. This bed is really happy. And then we have watermelon on this side, which we've never really had any luck with watermelon, but this year it seems promising, so I think we're gonna be okay. I'm really excited to see how these come out. But yeah, it's very hot today. We'll see how long I actually last outside, but I really want to clean up the space again in the backyard. And at one point, everything was perfect, like I had everything organized back here. But since we live, right, like since we live in this house and everything is being lived in, so we're outside in our backyard often, and we're constantly moving things around. We're constantly working and watering back here and playing with our toys and all that. Like, we're an active family that uses their back and front yard often, so we're bound to make plenty of mess. But some days it makes me really crazy, and most days I'm like, you know what, this is just a part of life. Cleaning and restoring is essential to our well-being, and it's really good to get outside even if you're working on a project, and even if it's hot and it's just like, you know, some days you just don't want to do anything, and that's okay. It's just your body responding to, you know, how you're feeling. And today I feel really like activated and inspired to work on the yard, and I know that it's my body just calling me to be more present and to get off of social media and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna be working in the backyard and watering everything and seeing how our little seedlings are doing and all that. Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Also, let's continue to keep hydrated. For a couple of weeks I was so bad. I was not drinking enough water. I was really intaking too much coffee, and finally I'm like, you know what, let me go buy some lemons. Let me drink lemon water again in the morning and before bed. And so I've been doing that. I've been drinking so much water, and I notice my skin is just so happy. So stay hydrated, especially in the heat. And I just want to say, California is not like, it gets hot here, right? But it's not like desert weather, you know what I mean? And it can be, but it's very rare. So I'm blessed. We're blessed. Californians are blessed. Like, we live by the ocean. We live by beautiful trees and mountains, and we really can't complain.